What's up, guys? It's your boy Ty Thompson. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm back, and today we're gonna be talking about Daniel and the Lion Den. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click that bell if you want to get notification every time I make a video. Let's get into the video. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Daniel and the Lion's Den. So basically, let me just give y'all a backstory on it. So basically, there's a king, and Daniel is like a high-ranking and advisor for the king. So the king liked Daniel better than he liked any of the other servants, and the servants did not like that. So the servants came together and said, we need to plan something on Daniel to get him in trouble by the king. So they were trying to come up with something to plan on Daniel, and they was like, there's nothing to plan on Daniel. He never cheated, he never lied, he's always loyal and honest. So one servant said, well, Daniel always prays to God every day. So they was like, that's how we can get Daniel in trouble. So the servants, they go up to the king. Now again, the king loves Daniel. Daniel is his favorite servant. So they go up to the king and they're like, King, we need to make a new rule that they can no longer pray to any other god but you. And the king, he accepted that. So the reason why they told the king that is because they want to catch Daniel praying. So they told Daniel the news, and Daniel was like, God, I'm still going to pray to you. So one day the servants caught Daniel praying. They ran to the king and told him. And they was like, King, Daniel is praying to another god. The king did not like that. But the king also loved David. The king did not want to punish David. But the servant was like, you have to punish him because he is now breaking the law. So the king had no other choice but to punish him. So the king threw Daniel in a lion's den. Now the king did not want to punish him. The king does not want Daniel to be in the lion's den. But he had to throw Daniel in the lion's den because Daniel broke the law by praying to God. So he had no other choice but to throw him in the den with the lions. So the king actually prayed that nothing would happen to Daniel. So the king went home, slept, but he said he could not sleep at all because he was up all night thinking about Daniel in the lion's den. So Daniel's in the lion's den, and he had a guardian angel that protected him from the lions. The lions did not move. The lion did not roar. The lions didn't even put a scratch on Daniel. So the next morning when the king woke up, he straight up ran to the lion's den and called Daniel's name. And he said, Daniel, are you all right in there? And Daniel responded back. So the king let Daniel out of the den, and Daniel did not have a scratch. Daniel was not hurt. Daniel was not killed. Daniel was not injured at all. But because Daniel had his guardian angel, nothing happened to him. So the king was like, wow. The king was so surprised. The king was like, how were you not killed in that lion's den? And Daniel told him, because I prayed to my one and only God. I prayed to the God that I serve. I prayed to the God who looks high and looks low. My God, I'm feeling something. So the king was like, all right, everybody, come along. So everyone surrounded. And the king says, we are now going to pray to the God that Daniel believes in, because I know and he know, amen, that he's always going to bring us out. He knows that he's going to make a way, amen. If he could save Daniel from a lion den, he could probably save all of us. So he made a new rule that we only serve the God that Daniel served. We only serve the God who's awesome. because there's nobody else that we can find like God. There's no one else that could be our friend like God. There's no one else I could talk to like God. There's no one who would listen like God. There's no one that I could pray to, my God, like God. So they made a new rule and said we only pray to the one and only God that Daniel prays to. Daniel was excited. Now the servants did not end up happy that Daniel was still alive. Amen. But who knows, just because somebody else isn't happy doesn't mean your blessing is right there. They could have been happy that Daniel made it out of that lion's den, but yet they were jealous. You're always going to have jealous people in your life, but you just got to keep praying. You just got to keep listening. You just got to keep God, because there's no one like him. Amen. For watching. I hope you learned something from the lesson. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell if you want to get a notification every time I make a video. See you in the next video.